Welcome back to Unami. Today we're going to discuss Asta's secret time magic awakening in Black Clover. Let's talk about it. Almost every Black Clover fan is familiar with the theory that Asta and Liebe may have ties to the time devil Astaroth. Interestingly, even before the concept of demonological devils and the Clifford 3 was introduced in Black Clover, there was speculation about a possible connection between Asta and Astaroth, largely due to the similarity of the names. I began following Black Clover right from the release of the first few chapters. I can confirm that the Astaroth theory was already taking shape back then. If you are unaware of this theory, then you haven't yet subscribed to one of the top Black Clover YouTube channels. Yes, I'm modestly referring to my own channel. At the heart of this time magic theory is the fact that Asta lacks magic. This is a mystery that confuses everyone in Black Clover. Even characters who have no magic, like Ryu, who are actually born with magic. This begs the question, why or rather how would someone be born without magic? Indeed, there must be a compelling reason. Also, Nacht hinted at a secret, a yet undiscovered connection between Asta and Liebe that allows Asta to summon Liebe without a relic. This is a big deal. To this day we wait for that revelation. This mysterious connection likely involves the fact that they share the same mother. Black Clover suggested that Lysita had to abandon Asta due to her illness, and shortly after she coincidentally stumbled upon Liebe. It's also presented that she just happened to possess a 5-leaf clover grimoire, and after her death the grimoire somehow ended up in the grimoire tower. Years later, Asta was chosen by this grimoire, which seems like fate. It's easy for anyone to spot the improbability of this series of events. Clearly it's a cover-up. The real story is likely to be the ultimate plot twist in Black Clover. Someone must have been pulling the strings behind the scenes to bring Asta and Liebe together. That's the idea. All signs point to Astaroth the Time Devil, yet concrete evidence is lacking at this point. Aside from some logical conclusions you can find in several of my Black Clover videos, we won't delve into all of these today, but rest assured they exist. The fundamental theory states that Astaroth is the father of both Asta and Liebe. He created them after Lucius stole his magic, which is why neither Asta nor Liebe inherited time magic. However, due to Astaroth's loss of magic and Lysita's condition that caused her to absorb magic and life force, Liebe managed to develop anti-magic. Asta didn't manifest anti-magic, possibly because Asta and Liebe are one person, with Liebe acting as the soul and Asta as the body. This could explain why Liebe was immune to Lysita's disease, as being a soul he possesses no life force and didn't have magic. Asta, on the other hand, might be the physical part of this duo, and thus he has life force but no magic. That's one possible explanation. Another theory suggests that they are both twins, and Liebe simply took on Lysita's disease in the form of a unique magic ability, and Asta was destined to inherit his father Astaroth's magic, time magic. However, due to Lucius stealing his magic, Asta ended up inheriting nothing, which explains his lack of magic. So this theory assumes that Asta should theoretically have time magic, but due to the fact that Lucius stole Astaroth's magic, something went wrong in the inheritance process, so Asta's magic hasn't awakened yet. The pivotal question is, if this is true, could Asta potentially awaken time magic, and if so, how will this process occur? Personally, I don't think it's a negative aspect if Asta can wield both magic and anti-magic. We should not forget that anti-magic is still only Liebe's magic. At least this is the official explanation so far. Until now, Asta still has no own magic. The notion that anti-magic will negate any other magic has been discredited multiple times in Black Clover. If that were true, then you couldn't use support magic when Asta uses anti-magic. Not to mention that Asta would never be able to use his true sword ability if anti-magic actually affected mana uncontrollably. Anti-magic only nullifies magic if Asta intentionally does so, or if his anti-magic goes out of control, as we have seen in the fight against Lucifero. Otherwise, this effect is actually controllable, and the argument that Asta shouldn't have magic because it will contradict the theme of the series hasn't been that relevant for a while now. Let's face it, it's pretty absurd to claim that this plays any role in the current strength of the series. Of all the Shonen Jump series to date, Black Clover is one of the most ridiculous when it comes to power level. You will see it's only a matter of time before Asta can create a sword as big as a planet, and the characters are already moving faster than light. In fact, shortly after the start of the first saga. Look, I totally understand the idea of Asta proving that even a peasant without magic can become the Wizard King. But this man has anti-magic, the most powerful ability there is. The only thing he proves is that magic is meaningless in his presence. Someone with an ability that is supposed to destroy all magic can certainly become the Wizard King. There's nothing special about that. Of course, not everyone can become Wizard King with anti-magic, I don't claim that either. I really believe that Asta could most likely become the Wizard King, with many other magic abilities, for example star magic, wind magic, simply because he never gives up and his motivation is actually very unique. Without Asta, Liebes anti-magic wouldn't be what it is today, and in addition, they also have these magic swords. Basically, Asta is already using 2 magic abilities. He is as gifted as Yuno, maybe even more, in a different way. So let's not fool ourselves, Asta didn't exactly start out with the worst conditions as many try to portray it. So what's so bad about the idea of Asta getting his own magic ability in addition to Liebes anti-magic, and the dual magic system is slowly becoming more and more present in Black Clover, as for some reason many characters are slowly manifesting a second ability in some form. Even Yami is in the process of awakening his devil power. Characters like Lucius and all devil possessed magic knights have multiple magic abilities, the paladins. Even Yuno has more than one magic ability, Charmy. So the concept that Asta isn't meant to possess any magic is no longer valid. That's the old Black Clover. I do believe that Asta shouldn't acquire a common and boring magic ability. It should be something unique. Ideally devil's magic, as that aligns with the central theme of his character. Yuno is a prodigy who uses human and elf magic, while Asta is characterized as the devil boy, and time magic is devil magic. Perfect. Time magic essentially provides him with a support magic ability. When we have seen Julius fighting using time magic, he barely attacks directly, because time magic is not an attack magic. It fundamentally serves as a protection and support. There's no reason why Asta shouldn't gain a support magic. Now that we have discussed why Asta could and should receive time magic, let's move on to the how. This is where things get challenging. Black Clover is unpredictable to an extent. It can introduce concepts never previously mentioned. One such possibility could be that someone, perhaps Astaroth, intentionally deactivated the mana flow in Asta's body, thereby stopping his time magic awakening. This might have been done so that Asta would one day acquire the 5-leaf clover and Liebe, focusing especially on developing his anti-magic, not time magic. Asta might not have done this if he had time magic, which Astaroth might have anticipated wouldn't be enough to defeat Lucius. This theory implies that something might occur soon that could trigger Asta's awakening of time magic. With this development, Astaroth would have an opportunity to avenge his own death and that of Lysita, because all of this is Lucius' fault. Here's an intriguing reference to back it up. When Asta and Liebe defeated Lucifero recognized them as Lysita's sons. During that battle, Asta made an interesting remark. He, or rather they, stated that their current power is not just a simple devil union. Up to that point, Asta had merely absorbed Liebe's power, just like the Spirit Dive. But now, they truly became one. They even started referring to themselves as we rather than I, symbolizing that they were genuinely fused. Perhaps that's really a manifestation of Astaroth, or more precisely the rightful heir of Astaroth Time Magic. Lucifer said something like, "Oh, you are the sons of Lysita." So at some point, Lucius might say something like, "You are Astaroth's sons." And then they will awaken time magic, and Astaroth will return. That's my theory. What do you think about it? Do you believe Asta and Liebe could awaken time magic? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more Black Clover content. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!